Captain Michael Elder. On today's date at about 6:15 p.m., we had an officer going southbound on Shadeland, transporting a witness or somebody for detectives when he came upon 3 individuals that were shot here on the scene. All 3 were males, all 18 to 19 years old. 2 of them were transported to Eskenazi, 1 to Methodist. We've been told that they're all in stable condition. The shooting happened up here on Pendleton Pike right before you turn to go southbound on Shadeland. The only suspect information we have is a 2007-2008 two-tone white Cadillac that had 2 occupants, and they were last seen going southbound on Shadeland. Ag assault's on the scene. We do have a few witnesses on the scene that the detectives are talking to. Since this is primarily a business area, we're going to have detectives and officers looking at businesses to see if we have video to hopefully catch the car or catch what happened.
Was it a beef, gang related? What?
We have no idea. The car pulled up beside him and started shooting.
So another vehicle?
About 2 vehicles.
So the victims were in that vehicle behind us there?
Yes.
Okay. And you said by the time the officer pulled up, the shooting had already happened, or was
it was over and they were out of their car on the ground. He actually pulled up to victims on the street.
We heard some reports about a pedestrian hit as well. Is that true?
I have not heard anything.
Okay.
We've only got information on the 3 people shot.
Okay, and those 3 people all inside that car?
Yes.
Okay.
Any idea how many shots were fired?
More than 2 or 3, not 20. I mean, we don't have an exact count. We have found some casings. We're waiting on Crime Lab or the ET. I don't know which one we're going to have do it to process the scene.
What hospital, and did they all go to the same hospital?
No, 2 of them went to Eskenazi and 1 went to Methodist.
Mike, this is kind of concerning. I mean, you know, it seems like we're seeing kind of more brazen activity with these shootings, but this is a really busy intersection, you know, heavily populated shopping area. And this one's pretty rough, it seems.
It is. I mean, we don't want to make assumptions. I don't think it was a random act. You know, I don't know about a beef. I don't know about gang. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, there was some kind of confrontation. But obviously, you know, it wasn't a random act. I don't think citizens as a whole have anything to worry about. You know, obviously everybody needs to worry about stray bullets and things like that. But I don't think we have a car out here just targeting people they don't know.
Was everyone in the car hit by
No, there was 1 female that was not hit.
So the suspect's still outstanding at this point?
Yes.
Can you give that description one more time?
2007, 2008 two-tone white Cadillac. Last seen southbound on Shadeland.
Yeah, headed that way then.
Yes.
Okay. For anybody watching tonight, if they have any information, just call Crime Stoppers.
Call Crime Stoppers. Obviously, you know, it's a busy intersection. There's a lot of businesses. So if you were here, you saw something, I would say if you saw something west of here on Pendleton Pike, yeah, please call Crime Stoppers, 317-262-TIPS.
Are witnesses cooperating with this?
As far as I know, yes, everybody's cooperating at this time. You know, with what we know about the information, yes.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, so as you guys just heard here, that was an update from IMPD. We're at the scene right now of a triple shooting. We don't know right now as far as condition-wise anything other than just that those 3 victims right now, 2 of them taken to one hospital, another one in a separate hospital, all in a stable condition right now, as you heard. Also, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can just see just what type of an area this is here. I'm near 3850 North Shadeland Avenue here. This is on Indy's northeast side. You can see our media presence here. We're right by a CVS, so this is a pretty big, as you know, you heard Elder saying there, pretty big area for business here. We're right next to a Dunkin' Donuts, but what they're focusing on right here is, see that black car right there? I'll zoom in, and I'm trying to be sensitive to what I show you here. This is the car where, as we understand, a Cadillac pulled up to it, shot inside the car. There were 4 people inside the car. 3 of those people, males, were shot. A female inside the car was okay. So at this point in time, that is really all we know. All we can tell you, really. We don't know a whole lot. Just a triple shooting here on Indy's northeast side at this point in time. Police just asking for anybody and everybody, if you saw something, to call Crime Stoppers immediately at 317 262 tips. And now, as you guys have known, in the Indy area, Indy's east side, seen a lot of crime recently. Yesterday, Indianapolis marked its 79th homicide. So right now, city on track to unfortunately break a record with the number of homicides here in town. And this is kind of what police have told me before, especially when we see such hot days like this. A lot of times the crime does kind of go up, unfortunately. Again, I'm going to show you, again, recapping for those of you guys just tuning in on this Facebook Live. We just got an update from IMPD. They're looking for a Cadillac that was headed southbound in that direction, pulled right up next to this car, shot inside this car. 4 people inside the car at the time. The female is okay. 3 men were shot inside, all taken to the hospital. So far, not a fatality at this point in time, so that is some good news here. But you can just see the massive police presence here. Just at one point in time, I think I got here, there were 15 police cars here. Everything's still blocked off at this point in time. So again, we're just going to wrap it up in the CVS parking lot. Very busy area at this point in time. If anybody knows anything about this, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 317-262-TIPS. Police, by the way, saying they do not believe and or not sure, they don't think this was gang related or any type of beef, anything like that. So I'm going to be on scene here doing a little bit more questioning of police. I'm going to talk to some witnesses to see if I can figure out exactly if anybody saw anything, if they haven't told police, but what from police are telling us, witnesses are being very cooperative. So that's all I've got. We'll have the latest tonight on Wish TV News at 10 and 11, and the very latest at wishtv.com.